Hey, today I wanted to talk about what Yoga Sculpt class is. So a lot of times people see my schedule and they say, what's Yoga Sculpt? So if that is you and you've been wondering and you've been hesitant to try class, then this video is for you. If you have taken Yoga Sculpt with me, please pop in the comments and let people know how you would describe Yoga Sculpt and what you think about the class and what you think would be helpful to know to someone new who's thinking about trying it out. So Yoga Sculpt has some of the foundational poses of yoga, but it's completely different than the quiet meditative type yoga class you might be envisioning when you think yoga right off the bat. And so the sculpt part comes in that we have upbeat music. I have more lights on, kind of like it looks right now in this video. And there's a lot more of me saying like, come on, you can do it, a couple more. And so we might find, for example, Warrior Two, and get into that pose, that yoga pose, but we might hold weights and we might circle out the arms. First one way and then the other, right? So we're adding some strength components to that yoga pose, and there's some more cardio elements, and I think it's kind of this magical perfect blend of yoga, cardio, and strength, like all meshed together into this 1 hour class. And so if you're like, I don't mind like the yoga poses, but I don't really want this slow class or this, all this focus kind of on breathing. If that kind of yoga is not your game, but you want to work on some flexibility, but also kind of feel like you've really worked out and gotten a good sweat on, then Yoga Sculpt is the class for you. And we sweat, we sometimes have to turn the fan on, and we often are a little sore the next day. So if you think yoga is just light stretching, I challenge you to try Yoga Sculpt, and I'll make it worth your while. So if you think that sounds good, you should try it out. The other thing, if you think that sounds like, oh, that's way too hard, you should still come, right? Yoga Sculpt is still very much yoga in the thinking of you only do what feels comfortable and within your range that day. You can stop, you can rest, you can put the weights down, you can find child's pose, and you can rejoin if and when you're ready. It's always about being a challenge for you, but also something that is nourishing, right? That we might want to be a little bit sore, but we still want to be able to walk, right? And everybody starts somewhere. I usually say that the first Yoga Sculpt is the hardest because you just don't really know what to expect. So come, give it a try, and see what you think. So pop in the comments if you have questions or to see what some of my yoga friends who come and sculpt with me have to say about the class. Thanks. Hopefully I'll see you soon.